Once upon a time, in a distant kingdom, there lived a young man who faced many hardships. Every day, he would go out in search of work, earn a bit of money, and return home to cook, eat, and sleep. One day, after searching for work with no success, he was walking home, feeling disappointed. As he walked, he heard a voice behind him asking, "Is there a worker here?" He turned around and saw an old man standing there with 3 heavy sacks. The young man replied, "Yes, I can do the work." The old man said, "I need to go to the next village, which is a bit far from here. I can carry 2 sacks, but the third is too heavy for me. Can you carry it? I'll give you 3 gold coins for your help." The young man agreed and picked up the sack. As soon as he did, he realized just how heavy it was and said, "This sack feels very heavy." The old man whispered, "Yes, it's because it's filled with bronze coins." Despite the burden, the young man took the sack and began walking with the old man. As they walked, he noticed the old man watching him closely. This made the young man think, "The old man probably suspects I might run away with the sack. But I'm not a thief. I don't believe in dishonesty or stealing. I only want to earn my wages honestly." As they continued their journey, they came to a river. The young man immediately stepped into the water to cross, but the old man remained standing on the riverbank. The old man said, "I'm too old. I can't carry 2 sacks across this river. If I try, I might drown. Can you carry 1 more sack for me? Don't worry about the payment, I'll give you 3 more gold coins." The young man agreed. When he went to pick up the second sack, the old man hesitated and said, "But promise me you won't run away with it." The young man asked, "Why would I run away?" The old man replied, "Who can be trusted these days? This sack contains silver coins." The young man responded, "Do I look like a thief or a dishonest person? Don't worry. I'm not someone who cheats out of greed. Give me the sack." Saying this, the young man picked up the second sack and crossed the river. Even the silver coins didn't tempt him away from his honesty. After walking for a while, they reached a hill. The young man began to climb it slowly, but the old man stopped at the bottom. Seeing this, the young man called out, "Come on, why did you stop?" The old man replied, "I'm too old. I can't walk properly. It's difficult to climb this hill with this sack." The young man said, "All right, then give me that sack. I'll carry it for you." The old man hesitated and said, "But there are gold coins in it. If you run away with them, I'm just an old man. I can't even chase after you." The young man raised his voice slightly and said, "I've already told you, I'm not that kind of person. I work as a laborer because I value honesty. I used to be an accountant for a moneylender. He pressured me to deceive people with false accounts, but I refused and had to leave my job." The old man still doubted but replied, "I don't know if you're telling the truth or not. Either way, come and take this sack of gold coins too. I'll follow at my own pace. You can go ahead and wait for me on the other side." The young man took the sack and continued on his way, leaving the old man behind. As he walked, he thought, "If I run away with these 3 sacks, the old man won't be able to catch me, and I'll be rich forever." Then he thought, "This old man is very old. What will he do with so much money? He doesn't have much time left. But I'm young. If I have this money, I'll be rich. I could marry a beautiful woman, and my life would be easier. I'll have respect, luxury, and comfort." Tempted by greed, he decided to run away with the 3 sacks. He began to run, panting under the weight of the sacks. After running for a while, he finally reached home and opened the sacks. But to his shock, there were no gold or silver coins inside, only small stones. He wondered why the old man had lied to him and created such a dramatic situation. As he emptied the last sack, the young man noticed a piece of paper. He picked it up and began to read. The message on the paper said, "I am the king of this kingdom. I have no heirs and am growing old. So I have been searching for an honest person to adopt as my son and successor. If you hadn't run away, you could have been that person." As he read this, the young man was overwhelmed with regret and remorse. Throughout his life, he had been honest and had never intended to betray the old man. If he had ignored the fleeting thoughts of greed, he might have become the king's successor. But a single moment of weakness led him to betray his values, costing him a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This story of the young man and the old king illustrates the power of our thoughts and the profound impact they have on our lives. It shows how quickly a negative thought can lead us astray, and how important it is to guard our minds against them. The young man, who had always been honest, allowed harmful thoughts to take root in his mind, leading him to act against his principles. If only he had stopped those thoughts before they grew, his life might have taken a very different path. Dear listeners, as we navigate the complex journey of life, it's crucial to manage our thoughts carefully. Our thoughts are like seeds that can grow into our destiny. By nurturing them wisely, we can ensure a future filled with peace and happiness. So, take care of your thoughts, and remember, our greatest enemy isn't the challenges we face, but the unguarded thoughts that can lead us astray. May you always find the strength to align your thoughts with truth and live a life of integrity and peace.